Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. You're watching the Extreme Forces Racing League, and it's broadcast here at Kentucky Speedway. I'm Agent Polo. We're going to have TJ Barnier in just probably a couple minutes, but it is the Bucket O' Chicken 180. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Unfortunately, just so you guys are aware, the STK timing and scoring program that I do run for all the broadcasts are down. They are broke. A lot of issues going on with them. There is no fix estimated, at least for the next 8 to 12 hours. Currently looking for a program that will give me a timing and scoring loop so I can give you guys the best best content we can give you.
Sounds like Madden.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Sounds like Madden. And speaking of TJ, what's up, pal?
Oh, you know, just adding things to your list of things that can't work right today on a manic Monday.
Yeah, no
Madden's
kidding.
broke, SDK's broke. My headset didn't want to work a few minutes ago. It's good now.
Alright, that's not helping me. Oh, what are you gonna do? Gotta roll with the punches, right, T?
That's right. So I got to know, did you get grilled, fried, or extra crispy?
I usually go with the grilled.
Grilled's my favorite too. If I got to get a bucket of chicken, I don't even know if they make it. If I got to get a bucket of chicken, grill that baby.
Well, as everything is going on, TJ, what's it looking like on the racetrack? Because I have to reload the program once again.
Oh, we got cars out. Looks like for qualifying here. So far, wow, that's a lot of cars in first. Oh, yeah. Okay, qualifying's just about over. I was looking at the timer backward.
Well, that's good.
Our 5-minute qualifying session looks like Vern Hawkins, Josh Ballet are going to be your front row, unless someone in the next 3 seconds posts a lot better than them. But they are super top 5. All are under a blanket, all with a 31-1. Adam Capps had a 31-2 in 5th.
All right.
But he was still only they were all really, really tight.
So, TJ, how was your Tuesday? I know you, myself, and Ryan were up pretty late last night enjoying a brand new TV show that we have come to really fall in love with.
Well, new for us, not new for Ryan, but Heels was amazing. Who is this guy talking? We got a new race control, I think, maybe, AJ?
Probably just
Looks
for
like
tonight, because I don't think Brandon Dunford can be here.
What happened to the other guy?
I have no clue. Alright, I don't have... just need a standings. Not a relative, just the standings.
So it looks like 18 guys took a qualified lap. And then we have 26 starting.
So that might have to do for right now. So, once again, everybody, I apologize for this. This was completely unavoidable from the get-go. I was just made aware of it very recently. But TJ,
You want me to run through the top 10, AJ?
Go for it.
What do you want to do?
Take it through the whole field, pal. I can't
Alrighty,
see nothing.
so P1 is going to be Vern Hawkins with a 31-1. P2, Josh Ballet. P3, Dean Demmer. P4, Drew Trader. Rounding out your top 5 is Adam Capps with a good run. Austin Green's going to be starting P6. Farron Elam, P7. Dylan Dunford, P8. Ben Morrow, P9. Randy Howe in P10. Paul Irving. I think I said ing. It's in. He knows. P11, it's the Northerner in me. Ben Park, P12. Nick Trader, P13. Michael Steele, glad to have him back. Hope that baby's doing great. P14. Brandon Dunford, P15. Matt Cochran, P16. Josh Yando, P17. Rounding out the qualified time guys, Mick Olofsson, P18. It looks like Daniel Park, Dean Qualley, Jesse Adams, Joe Darnell, Donnie Bartlett, Bobby Green, and Ryan Fry starting shotgun again. Didn't post a lap. And we are pacing.
We are pacing. So that's how you run through cars.
I don't like that camera angle I was just looking at. Ooh, I think the 25's got a new scheme tonight. That thing looks sharp.
take a look at it in just a second. DJ,
Beautiful Transcendence design in the back bumper, AJ.
This is kind
And
of
on
why I
the
said
hood.
you might need to carry some of the load tonight, because I'll be doing all this other fun stuff.
Well, you know me, I talk all night.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh, we are pace car away, field coming up, waiting for the go. Waiting for the go. There it is, green flag out. 14 with a decent little jump. Nothing crazy. I think the 7's going to hold it on the top, maybe. I think he got cleared into 1. He is. He's actually dropped back now, almost a 4th already. That bottom, very strong. He's going to cycle back to 4th. Vern Hawkins going to stay on the point, but he is under fire from Dean Demmer.
So, TJ, I got a little timing and scoring thing, but you want to know what's so great about it?
What's that?
And I mean this in the complete sarcastic way possible. It only shows me the top 5.
Well, we're being facetious. We've got a top 5. We love it. Something. Better than nothing.
Unfortunately, everything else on the day is currently broken because Mick Olofsson was very nice enough to help me out and get a quick thing so I could still at least change camera angles and give you guys the best thing possible. But we will not have an overlay, unfortunately.
And we were working on some new things. I mean, I had heard talk of maybe trying to figure out a way to do picture-to-picture. We're trying to develop new things, and then the system goes and dies on us.
So I have a thing to do picture-to-picture. I very much have it made, set up. I just need a willing driver to give me their webcam and stuff so I could get them in a webcam and their car on screen.
That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
So
The
right now, it looks
14
like-
is snuck away, AJ.
Yeah, right now it's just looking about a half a second over Dean Demmer. Yeah, Joshua Valley in 3rd, Drew Trader in 4th, and in 5th, Adam Caps.
Would you like the rest of the top 10 since you can't only see but that far?
Well, it looks like Farron Elam is in that 6th position. 7th, it looks like Ben Morrow.
Yeah.
Austin Green, he's the 15th.
Correct.
94, Dylan Dunford.
Yeah. This is like a test AJ didn't study for.
And Paul Irving in the 48th. Irving.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I know. I'm never gonna get it right. I'm never gonna get it right.
Yeah,
it's
but
the northerner in me.
I'm more proud that I know them based off of their car numbers now. Not like I've done the league for, I don't know, a couple of years.
Well, we did have a little turnover the last couple of years, so I'll give you a little bit of leeway, but you hit it right on the head, so I don't got to do anything.
It looks like Randy
Except
Howell
congratulations.
in the 11/8 is looking to get a run on Paul Irvin. You know, he's had a really good last couple turns as he's closing into the 48 as you take a look at the 48 is looking to get by Dylan Dunford as well. But Austin Green working high on that outside. Once again, everybody, sorry for the no overlay. They kind of broke it with the new update, and it does not work.
They poo-pooed it.
They maddened it.
Oh my god, dude. I've never seen a worldwide release go any worse.
Call of Duty World War II.
AJ, it wasn't a question that needed answering.
Well, other than that, so far we are green, 7 laps in. How's everybody doing in the YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitchverse? If you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. I'm Agent Paul, DJ Barnier. All our sponsors in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Start with Drinkin Bros. Then the Nerds Who Nerd Things podcast, Falcon Grafix, and Wrestling Over Everything. We got a special one for the next month and a half. We are taking donations on our Facebook and YouTube. We have a link in the descriptions. Anything you can give at all will go to Stand Up for Cancer. We joined the 100 Hours of Gaming Challenge. We kind of did the same thing for Stop Soldier Suicide a couple months ago, but you know, we play a lot, we broadcast a lot, and we kind of mix it together and see if people will donate and send their hard-earned cash to a very good cause, as it looks like we had a car smack the the turn one
Wall.
wall, and I think that was the 7 of Joshua Valley.
I'll have to take your word for it at the moment. I do know the leader, but 9 laps in, is about 9/10 ahead of second place.
Yeah, and still pulling away, but it looks like just about maybe a half a tenth a lap. I think that last lap, Dean actually closed in a little bit.
Well, I wonder if maybe Dean's trying to be a little more conservative with his tires and maybe let that 14 run out and run his stuff off and see what happens here as we go deep in the run. I have no idea of a fuel run. When we get a commercial break, I might go try to find some drivers that could lend me some information and maybe get some info for you there.
Well, we're basically...
The 41 is in the same frame now as the 14 on the camera I'm looking at, which he wasn't before. So he is closing in a little.
7/10 right now. So you got Vern Hawkins. His last lap was a 32.35, and then the 41 of Dean Demmer, 32.32. So just about a tenth faster, that 41 over the 14, just as we hit lap 11 right now. But so far, so
and what's
good, everybody.
crazy, they've already had a second of fall off in qualifying time.
And we're going to drop back further in the field. Paul Irvin to the inside. Ben Morrow looking around to go to the outside towards turn 1. You see that yellow line? There is no out of bounds here at Kentucky. So if it's paved, use it. Maybe not all of it, but use it.
You know, AJ, I'm looking at the right side of the 7. It doesn't look to be too damaged.
Well, if anything, he just popped it real fast and just kept going. Go back a little bit further to the 56 of Drew Trader. You know, he's trying to get by the 99 of Ben Park. And he's got 2 drivers right in front of him, basically blocking the track.
I think the 99 may actually have been working his way by them.
And there goes the 8 to the high side. That's going to put him right by Randy Howe.
That 99 looks pretty sharp, as it did the week before. I think it still has some stamp numbers. I can't quite tell. Which is just super unfortunate, because if you could get the numbers to match that car, such a good pick.
That's a heck of a shot. Coming down the back stretch, but the cars coming right at you. 14 laps in. Having a great time here on this Tuesday. Hopefully Madden's fixed soon, so after the race we can all go enjoy some fun over to there. Plus, in just about 2 hours, I do have a drink here for when midnight hits. But yeah. Looking for some battles. You see Dylan Dunford, the 94, looking to the inside of the 1. Farron Elam kind of moving backwards here.
Yeah, he went forward. Now it looks like he's giving it back.
Which you kind
Still
of expect
fighting,
when
though.
you try to make a hard charger run at the beginning of the race. You know, you gain those couple positions, but you're going to lose them in just about 10 or so laps, which you see him lose a position here.
He's back to his original starting spot, so I'm sure he picked up 1 or 2 on the bottom that slipped back behind.
Yep.
And now he's just kind of cycling back through here.
The Austin Green, Paul Irvin still battling.
Oh, the 94 blinks a little bit, but did you notice he's finally got the orange back on that car? Not quite.
It took you to notice that?
I noticed, but it doesn't look as good as it did before. I don't like the gray. I think if anything, get rid of the gray, make that orange, put the gray where the orange is. But it still looks cool. I kind of like it. It's like a checkered design or something on the side. Honestly, kind of giving me the Little Caesars vibes.
Kind of looks like what they do in their end zone. Don't they do that checkered pattern in their end zone?
I don't know, AJ. That orange isn't in my color wheel. I can't stand to watch it. Ole Miss is beating their behind. But yeah, you're probably right. It still gives me Little Caesars vibes. Maybe I just want pizza.
Pizza. Well, other than that, we are basically single file as I think Demmer has caught the race leader, Vern Hawkins. They are side by side into turn 1.
He's got the bottom, which I do believe is the preferred lane at this point. He is gonna clear him here. That might have been the tire, you know, kind of neutralizing back, but the 14 almost made a run on him. Oh, it's tight. If the 41 slips up, it's gonna get ugly.
I was interviewing Dean Demmer before the race tonight. You know, he did a full fuel run, which he did not disclose how long of a run a fuel run is, but he said this place is stupid tight over the whole fuel run. Not just at the beginning, not just at the end, the whole thing. I don't know. I didn't ask him that. We were off last week, so
well, I hope he spent the week practicing pit stops. That's been his Achilles heel as of late.
well, he's starting to pull away. Gonna be 0.4 of a second at the line. And he's got Vern Hawkins in second, Joshua Bally in third, fourth, it's Drew Trader in fifth. You have Adam Capps, Farron Elam in sixth, seventh, it's Dylan Dunford.
No, Paul Irvin just got by him.
Paul Irvin. Mine hasn't updated yet.
Well, I'm looking at it. I'm telling you. He's
Okay.
cleared him and left him. Cleared him and left him.
And the 56.
Oh, and the
is back.
56! Gee, what a save by the 94!
Still trying to save it. Still trying to save it.
Oh, he can. I think he ain't. No, I think he got the 99 with a bit of net code. Oh, and he hits him again. What is happening?
Let's see it. Let's see it all happen here. The contact in front. Great save. Great save.
I don't know why.
Ooh, a little
But driver chat has been disabled, so if they're trying to talk to each other, I can't hear anything.
See the damage on the 94.
Either my driver chat's been disabled or something, but I can't hear a soul.
Ooh, the nose on the 94 is very much pushed in.
Hopefully somebody watching, one of the admins watching the broadcast heard me and we can figure that out, because I love hearing these guys talk. And for a second there, I lost everything. And we're back.
Well, that's not good. Oh, so did I. Oh, Jesus.
That was kind of crazy. I hope it didn't happen for them.
Same here. Unless the driver just bounced out the one I was looking at.
I was on Dylan, so it's possible.
But you got Dean Demmer a half a second over Joshua Bally. Vern Hawkins dropping back. Third, fourth is still Drew Trader, and fifth, Adam Capps. I love that Drew Trader car. That is such a nice black and red car.
Yeah, and it's covered in the series sponsor, Transcendent Designs. I mean, he is Transcendent. It's just a very sharp-looking race car.
But thank you to everybody who has hit that like button on Facebook, shared it on Facebook, subscribed on YouTube, and followed All-Star 15 on Facebook. Thank you, everybody. If you're on Twitch as well, the only thing you really can do is follow the channel. But thank you to everybody for throwing your 2 cents in and being a part of All-Star 15 TV. We appreciate having you here, as it looks like Drew Trader is just about to get by Vern Hawkins, and this is for third place.
Hey, there's some driver chat. I don't know if it was just me, but Mick fixed me back up.
He must be
Appreciate it,
here.
Mick.
I don't know how he's
Appreciate
doing
it,
that
Mick.
while he's driving.
I don't ever question what Mick can do.
Because he's currently in that 22nd position, just about 23.5 seconds back. Two drivers that are off the track. You got Joseph Darnell on pit road and Dylan Dunford also on pit road.
Dylan that car might have just been undrivable. I'm not sure.
He could have punched in the radiator and could have started over.
Right.
So that's an unfortunate thing there.
I tell you, AJ, who's on a tear right now? Dean Qualley up 7 right now.
And he's running a very weird line in 1 and 2. He does like a high entry to a low exit. Let's see if he does it in 3 and 4. If it was just a one-turn thing in turn 1 and 2. He's running that, second lane up in 3 and 4, looking for the drive off. Remember, we were talking about how tight these cars are here at Kentucky.
Another driver with a big gain right now, Ryan Fry +6.
Atta boy, Ryan. I know he told us not to mention him, but atta boy, Ryan.
Got the 55 and then his teammate ahead of him. Camera angle I'm on really makes that shiny bass boat part of the 30 car look really cool.
Looks like Adam Capps is falling back another position down in the 8th slot. Currently trying to hold on to it with Austin Green being a hard charger right behind him. Being able to rip that yellow line in 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gained more than 6 because Paul Irvin's up from 11th to 5th. That'd be +6. Said Dean's up +7. Guys moving around. I'm not surprised with the Paul moving. I'm actually more surprised he had 11th place qualifying run, if anything.
Yeah, no kidding.
He shows speed every week, and as he climbs up through this field, it shows you just what he's capable of.
TJ, just remember, I'm pretty sure we do have a stage caution at lap 35. I'm just confirming here.
You know, AJ, and I was just thinking too, these guys,
Yep,
if they
lap
can make
35.
it. Oh, Donnie Bartlett, I wonder what happened to him. I bet you Dylan Dunford was hoping nobody else would pit or anything. He would be able to
Get at least one of his laps back.
Yeah, now he's going to be down 2. Bartlett's down 1.
He
Oh, the
is down
30!
2.
The 30 just had a big moment into 1. Looked like he got up too close to the wall and couldn't get unstuck from it.
Oh yeah, he rode that a while. Kind of like Tony Hawk.
Pit road is closed. Oh yeah, there's a ton of damage on the right side of that.
I wish it was a live button. That'd be nice.
You don't have a live button?
Not on the thing Mick gave me.
Oh.
So you're still looking at Joshua Yandow. It looks like it's driving okay, even though he has all that damage.
Yeah, I imagine he just pancaked it. Could get most of that buffed out in pit stop here.
Valley closing in on Demmer, 4/10 away.
I didn't know they could actually close the pit lane entrance. That's pretty cool.
Yes, you 100% can.
I assume if you pitted at that point, it would just be a penalty.
Yeah, it'd be a black flag. I don't know if it would be assessed during the caution, though. I think you would actually have to do a drive-through, or it would hold you for a certain period of time.
Now, is that a stage caution? I think that's the stage.
That
The
would
21
be the
looked like he was in the wall, though. It's kind of weird. He's actually on pit road right now. I think he might have been having trouble.
Well, everybody, first caution of the evening for the stage at lap 35. You're watching All-Star 15 TV. It is the Extreme Forces Racing League, the Transcendent Designs Xfinity Series here at Kentucky Speedway for the Bucket O' Chicken. 180.
Okay,
We'll be right back with the green flag as we just hit our stage caution. Dean Demmer, Joshua Valley, Drew Trader, Nick Trader, and Vern Hawkins, your top 5. We will be right back.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just trying to get through the cycle here. It looks like AJ Mick Olofsson actually had got the lucky dog. He had fallen a lap down just for the dog. So poor Donnie Bartlett and Dylan Dunford are both going to be stuck 2 down unless they take a wave around, which I don't believe anyone can because they are right on their fuel number. It sounds like the information I acquired, 35 to 37 laps. So these guys were flirting with disaster. And it sounds like the 5's going to need an EOL for speeding. He didn't get one. That's or weird, or I don't know.
Interesting.
He's self-reporting. Good on Michael for self-reporting. Trying to look. It does not look like the 30 lost a whole lot to... Or maybe are these guys just pitting?
No. Really getting tired of this thing.
Guess there was
unfortunately,
confusion on the amount of tires
going on. Gonna have to keep up the board here. Unfortunately, SDK has kind of crapped out, so I apologize for all this. And the thing we have been using hasn't really helped us out quite a bit. So again, sorry with all the technical difficulties with our overlay. Nothing we could have done to prepare for it or stop it or even fix it.
Technology is great, AJ, when it works.
Yeah, no kidding.
The moral of the story.
Try to keep it as much as possible, but we are still under caution.
Did I just hear a car blow up?
Give me a number.
I don't know. I was around the 30 and the 32, somewhere in that area was where I was viewing, and I thought I heard a car blow up.
You got the 9 of Daniel Park and Matt Cochran heading back to pit road. But looks like we've hit the choose cone. Demmer on the inside with Bally and Paul Irvin. And you have the 14 Vern Hawkins, Drew Trader, and the 15 of Austin Green on that outside. TJ, what line would you pick?
I
know, tough
probably
question.
the bottom. Probably the bottom here. We saw it work really good Ooh, some gamesmanship being played. Sounds like they are looking at possibly a penalty.
Oh boy. On who?
The 8 car not properly choosing, maybe?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't get to hear much yeah tonight because I broke it. I'll give you all the yeahs you need.
Well, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Dean Demmer with a excellent launch. Joshua Balley, Vern Hawkins to that inside. Vern Hawkins trying to get to that inside.
Restart's always crazy here. And, oh, somebody clipped the wall in the back around the 15. I don't know who it was. They saw a big shower of sparks. Trying to see. It looks like it might have been the 15. Caught it with the tail end.
That's Austin Green.
I do believe the back panel got a piece of the fence.
Doesn't look too bad, but he still looks out of shape.
Yeah, I mean, these things are, these things are tight, so I'm not surprised. Sounds like they are going to hit an 8 car with some sort of violation. He chose the top, then went to the bottom.
Ooh.
I think it's a pass-through. They're probably checking the rule book to figure out what it is. It is going to be a pass-through. That's tough.
Still looking at that 15 as he's trying to work with the 99 of Ben Park. He's still stuck on that outside. Oh, and he hits the wall again. A back up front look at the battle brewing here. Valley putting turn after turn together, trying to close in on Dean Demmer. But are we going to, TJ, are we going to see the same exact thing we saw earlier with that lead car get away and then just fall back and then fall back?
I think it more depends on how conservative. I mean, that 14 opened a huge gap.
Look at that move by Austin Caps, or Adam Caps, sorry. He took 2 drivers passing the start-finish line, used up 2 positions into 6th.
Comes that 8 car serving his penalty.
Gonna be Randy Howe. He's currently just one.
That's unfortunate. He was having a really good run. He was having a really good run.
Looking at this battle with Adam Caps and Vern Hawkins, they're going to bring Ben Morrow with it. But TJ, as you're watching right now, you know, I know we're just about, what does it look like, 45, almost 50 laps in. You had to pick a driver, TJ. Who you picking?
I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to pick one driver.
That's the one I want.
Paul Irvin? You're not allowed to pick Paul?
Paul has asked us politely to stop picking him because every time we pick him, something bad happens.
You know, with how the number 2 has been going, I'd actually throw my hat in with Austin Caps. He has moved up, you know, that one position because he started in 5th, but he's been probably every single position outside of your top 3 within the top 10. And, you know, as we were getting further and further along in that first run we had, you know, he was getting stronger and stronger. So right now, I'm looking for that number 2 Toyota to slowly and methodically move up towards the front, as they're basically all under a blanket within that top 5, top 6.
Yeah, this is some tight racing. You make one little slip up here is going to be huge, so hopefully nobody has a slip up.
Going back a little bit further, they're going to jump on board with that number 17 of Dean Qualley. You know, he just had 3 cars in front of him, almost 3 wide. And as they line back up,
Dean's still on a march to the front, up 10 now, AJ.
yeah, qualified in 21st, in 11th, and going the other way. Austin Green right behind him, qualified 6th, currently in 12th. Oh, look at the back end of that 99. Wow, Benjamin Park. There's a lot of damage on his rear end. Doesn't
So I'm
seem
just
to be
trying to-
hurting him too bad.
Trying to do a little math, and it looks like it's a 33. He's race control this evening. He technically didn't start, so that gave us 25 starting driver. Ryan Fry would have been that 25th driver, and he is up 4, 5, 6 spots.
From 26 to 19.
And still digging.
Looking to get by Donnie Bartlett, who is a couple laps down, 2 laps down.
Another
He's
one,
gonna try
Jesse
to pass him.
Adams. Jesse Adams up from 22nd to 14. He's moving towards the front.
We also have
Nope.
has Drew Trader. You know, he started P4 back in 15th. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to see that top 5 again.
Yeah, he was running strong. I don't know if they had an issue with the pit lane or what. I know his focus was a little broke there as he was trying to, I think, talk to race control on behalf of his driver. That might have broke his focus. But he was definitely up towards the front, and it's surprising to see him back down there. I hope he makes his way back to the front. He had a fast, beautiful-looking race car.
But back up towards the front, this is 4th place. Yeah, Adam Capps, Ben Morrow, Vern Hawkins, all under a bubble.
At 48, I'm sure he feels like he's quicker than that 7, and he just can't find a way to get a run on him right here now, as they've kind of like all settled into like a hole almost.
Yeah, a little bit of a groove with just under 70 laps to go.
About 3/10 from first to second, almost 3/10 from third or second to third. Almost. Oh,
With TJ, can you check something for me?
absolutely, my friend. What do you need?
Top left part of the banner at the top. How long of a race is this? You know, you have the 120 laps. What's the time limit on it?
2 hours and 55 minutes.
Okay. My standings thing is counting down from 35.
That's interesting.
So what I think that is, if we go green the rest of the way, that's how long it will take. Which actually, that's a pretty cool feature.
That is, yeah, I'd say that's not bad.
Drew Trader up 1 position.
Which honestly, that would only be about 2 minutes less than what we have into the race.
Yeah.
And that's with the stage breaks. That would make sense, AJ. That would be an accurate figure, I do.
Drew Trader made the pass on Jesse Adams. Now trying to pull away. Looking for Michael Steele for 13th. Which, happy to see Michael back in the car. Marcy, if you're watching, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully the baby is doing wonderful. It's Monday.
Not Tuesday, you goober. If it was Tuesday, I'd be eating tacos and driving a late model.
TJ, did you happen to see what I put in the messenger chat on what my vocabulary might turn into by the end of it?
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to work with you, not against you. It's still Monday, pal. At least for
TJ's
another,
patting me on the back and said, "Good boy, just sit down. Just press the button."
another hour and 45 till it's Tuesday, buddy.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna be 30.
Oof.
Jesus.
That's right.
Mick
You know,
Olofsson in 21st.
I had my days all crossed up. I was thinking we didn't broadcast this week, but we didn't broadcast last week, so we do get to do an early birthday celebration for you tonight, AJ. Don't you that's me. I'll go get the whole league in the broadcast booth and have them sing a happy birthday. You keep that nonsense up.
No, I feel like the people watching are gonna start doing that.
Can I get a HB in the chat for happy birthday for AJ? Anybody listening?
Hey, Nick. Marcy, it's AJ and TJ. Hey, Nick. Unless he does broadcast Tuesday, so I can see what you. Oh, I see. As Dean trying to make a pass on the 56. Oh, that was really close coming out of turn 4. Woo.
Well, AJ, I can at least confirm one thing. We're not missing anything on Madden. It's still broken.
Why, did you just load it back up for a second?
No, I've got Twitch up watching streamers get packs whenever I can get into it.
Oh, are they getting mad?
I would be. If you had planned to have Twitch stream content of Madden tonight and the game don't work.
Well, I was gonna Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook playing Madden franchise because I hear they revamped it. But watching on the racetrack for a battle, yeah, you still have Dean Qualley trying to run down Drew Trader. But then you're gonna go up a little further to the 14 of Vern Hawkins as he's trying to go around the outside of Farron Elam. Looking for the run, and Aaron with a heck of a run down the backstretch, seeing if it can hold. 14 sent it there.
Right Trader, wrong pew, AJ. That's Nick Trader ahead of him. Not...
Oh, yes. Sorry, it only shows Trader. It does not say Nick or Drew.
Drew is 14th, a couple spots behind him. Nick Trader right now rounding up that top 10 and probably trying to hold that spot.
Yeah, very much so. But Dean's been running a really good race, so I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps moving up. As Vern Hawkins is going to get hip checked by Nick.
Everything that I have heard here lately sounds like we're not going to see Mr. Qualley on the racetrack anytime soon after this week, so I hope he has the best run of his season right now. Lord knows he's been putting a whooping on us in late models, so.
Which, good for us, it's bad for him obviously, but get better. That's the biggest part.
I know, it's one less guy I got to try to race for top 3. It's all I want, a top 3. I've been close so many times.
For me, it's one less guy to accidentally hit.
I got turn leading.
Car on pit road. Ben Morrow, early pit stop. Here he comes.
I mean, is it though? I guess a little. About 7 laps early. I mean, if you went 35 and 35, maybe trying to make some track position gains here, thinking there might be more yellows.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This might actually pull other drivers in because he was up towards the front. You figure if you won't go every 30, AJ, from 35, you would make the finish every 30. I don't know if you'd have that many tire sets, but I think they only had 3 spares plus the one you started on, so 4 total, and they've already swapped it once. You figure you're going to have a stop around 130, another stop around 100, so yeah, that would put you right on the mark. Pit road as well.
I think personally I'd have went to 65, and that just, makes sure you're good all the way. Because 65 would have been, if you went to 65, you figure 30 from there would be 95. 30 from there would be the finish, so.
Right now, Dean Demmer, before pit stops, has a 2.5 growing lead over Joshua Bally, Paul Irvin,
and I'm sure
and Brandon Dunford.
All eyes are going to be on that 41 when he does make this eventual pit stop here to see if it is a clean stop. I know Dean has told me that he is so frustrated with himself. He feels like he's given up a couple away with the issues he's had on pit road, and he is looking for a redemption.
Marcy, thank you for the early birthday wish. Thank you very much. But the driver we haven't talked about yet, DJ, the driver, the number 19, Brandon Dunford. You know, we usually talk about Dunford and Dunford's, you know, security or law offices, but you know, that was dealing with his issue earlier. But a driver in Brandon, you know,
up 10
very well. Yeah, up 10.
15th to 5th. Granted, we're cycling pit stops, but still, he's having a hell of a run. He's had some bad luck. I think he was one of the ones that got murdered on lap 1 2 weeks ago. Forget all of what happened. I just know there was a car that got something happened and there was spinning, and I'm pretty sure the 19 got a ton of damage out of it. Right on lap 1, kind of killed his whole evening. So I'm sure this is a great rebound run for Brandon.
So within the last 3 laps, TJ, Demmer has put a second over Joshua Valley.
And I mean, AJ, I'm thinking these guys they're pushing the fuel limit at 72. If they go to 72, that's probably the extreme here. So I would expect these guys the next 5 laps, all of them, everybody that hasn't pitted already,
if not sooner.
Well, like I said, if you do the third, you know, you go to 70 here, you're going to come back in around 100. You're going to come back in around 100 to 105 and run it out from there. So, like I said, the guys that pitted around 61, 62, it's not the end of the world. You're actually still, I mean, once you hit 60, you were kind of in the window. You figure 60, 90, you'd be running out on 120. So, you know, going to 62, 92 would be 122. You'd be right at the end of your fuel and tire life at the end of the race.
Yeah. And that's why I like having you up here, math.
Yeah, I know. I'm the numbers crunch guy. We were actually just console racing again this weekend, and I won a race where everybody in the top 3 ran out of gas and we're trying to coast back, and I ran out the last, made it the furthest.
I don't think I was there for that one, but we're still.
You hadn't got on yet.
We're waiting for some of these drivers to come down pit road. TJ, do you think there's any sort of advantage for Adam Capps or Ben Marr or Vern Hawkins? Here comes Austin Green in the 15.
I think the advantage is they're in their window and they're just gaining so much time by being on fresh tires. Granted, you know, they've got such an uphill battle of positions gained back already that they've got to try to do something like this, whereas the 41's going to come in, he's going to get his fresh tires, he's going to have fresh tires. I mean, he has already gone further than I expected. He's going to have fresh tires, you know, the longest, essentially, which, I mean, you're at that point, you're allowed to give up some of that lead you've built.
Yeah, because most likely you're going to gain it all back with the differential there.
You know, if it was one of those situations where these guys coming in early would be able to gain so much time that Dean wouldn't have the time to gain it, you know, to pull back away or even catch him if they did manage to leapfrog him. But I don't know if we stay green that's going to be the case. He's just got a lot of speed under that 41 car tonight.
Yeah, it really looks like it. You know, he's holding first by over 5 seconds right now.
Looks very smooth.
Oh, as he pops the apron, getting loose off of 2.
I imagine he's got to be. They've got to be. I mean, when did we go back green? 37?
Yes.
I would think that, you know, at that point, these guys they're right on their number.
Ben Park on pit road along with Michael Steele.
41 going another lap. Trying to maximize the run here. Get everything out of this set of tires as he can.
And there's second place, Brandon Dunford. About 4 seconds back now. Now it's starting to look like Denver might be saving just a little bit here.
I'm not really sure.
Down to 3.5 seconds.
not really sure the move. Like, you know, like I was saying, I mean, from here, if they come in on this lap, 30 laps from here is 105. Unless they're just getting way more fuel mileage than they thought.
Driving style could very much be a thing, TJ.
I mean, the 7, the 48, and the 19, none of them have come in either, so they're all kind of doing this. Here comes the 41 now. Sounds like the 30 is teammates coming in, so they must all be on a similar strategy.
Okay, here comes
the
96
94.
and the 25.
Brandon Dunford still I don't know if I see the advantage here. You're not gonna cut a pit stop out unless maybe you think on the last one you can take a partial stop.
I would expect this 19 to be coming very, very shortly.
41
really
clean into the box. 41 was clean into his box, no issue.
Yeah, but here's the thing: was he being too cautious and too slow getting into the box?
Well, he's down and away. We'll find out. Right now, only cycled back to 7th according to my ticker. 8th. Sounds like the 48 this time.
Currently looking at the 48.
A 4.
But the 7's still staying out, TJ. You mentioned going long. The 7, Joshua Balley's going even longer.
I mean, unless they think they can get to 80 and go 40 laps, I don't see the play.
You'd have to...
Right, I was told 35 to 37. I mean, you figure 80 to 120, that's 41 laps. 41 is cycled back to 12th. He's behind the 2 car. That's interesting. I don't think it's surprising, but that's interesting. And actually, the 7 is ahead of him as well, so maybe you were right with the conservative. As the 41's going to go around him on the outside, I do believe he was exiting.
There's the
Adam
2
Capps
as he enters
is within
turn 4.
sight. Now, granted, the 2's going to fall off a lot faster than these guys are.
Well, let's take a look. Adam Capps was last on pit road 11 laps ago. Dean Demmer 4 laps ago. Vern Hawkins 16 laps ago. Ben Morrow 17 laps ago.
I don't know if these guys are
on right now.
If they can make it 40-ish laps, these guys are in their window. That's really, really surprising to me.
Here comes Joshua Balley. Let's see if Daniel
the 7
Clark is
hadn't
coming too. Here he is. Lap 80, both of them coming down.
7 hadn't pitted yet. Okay, so I bet you they're thinking this is their last stop right here. They went from 37 to 80. That is wild.
The only other thing I could think of is everybody else is probably going to come down, take a full fuel stop, while they would just need to take a splash if that no tires get out and go.
Well, no, I mean, Dean Demmer wouldn't need a full stop. He would only need a splash. As he's around the 2 car. Sets his sights now on the 14, who's right in front of him.
And let's see if your race leader is going to end up Ben Morrow.
41 around the 14 clean.
And Ben Morrow, your race leader.
By about 2 seconds.
And that 2 seconds, it is closing very fast.
When was Ben last on pit road?
20 laps ago.
That's it. I do believe Dean's about 7.
Yes.
I mean, they're already halfway through a fuel run here. I would imagine any pit stop by the guys that were just recently on pit road that they have to make is flash and go at this point, if they even stop. I wouldn't anticipate seeing the 7 on pit road again. And that's, yeah, the 41 is already all over the 13. Underneath him, gonna be, he is door, front bumper, clear.
I like how
New
you
leader
added the
cycles
extra,
back.
I like how you added the extra word to that so we didn't get a copyright strike from Dirty Mo Media.
Well, you know, it wasn't the back bumper, so it was the front. That would be actions very detrimental to the broadcasting.
No kidding. So TJ, let's run down the top 10 here. Go for it, my friend.
After that cycle of pit stops, right now, currently, until the tires wear off, Dean Demmer, 41, P1. 13, Ben Morrow, P2. Driver number 2, Adam Capps, P3. Vern Hawkins, P4. Nick Trader, P5. Drew Trader, P6. Brandon Dunford, P7. Michael Steele, P8. Good for Michael. And Paul Irvin, P9. Austin Green rounds out your top 10. Not super surprised at anybody up in there other than Michael. Michael's
I'm kind of surprised that Paul Irvin has fell so far back after running solid in that top 5.
Well, he's going to have the freshest tires, so give him a couple minutes, and I'm sure him and I do believe Brandon Dunford actually going to have very fresh tires.
Yes. But here's the thing, they're 7 seconds back and 8 seconds back respectively.
Oh, we're going to have a big moment. Ooh, the 59 and the 56. Almost just wrecked with the 14 being collected. That was beyond close. I bet you the 56 driver right now is on a pucker factor of about 11.
Oh.
Wow, netcode was kind to them, which isn't normally a thing. That easily could have been 59 into the outside wall, 14 and 50 destroyed. But it was not today. Wow. Closer than you wanted it to be, that's for sure.
No kidding there.
Bobby Green fighting to remain the lucky dog were there to be a yellow. The pace of these front guys is unbelievable. I mean, Ryan Fry, our good buddy, was having a great night. Currently a lap down in 21st. They've got all the way to 18th lapped.
And they're closing on Jesse Adams.
Yeah, Jesse Adams, Matt Cochran, and Josh Ando are all going to be within sight pretty quick here. Everybody else, so it's about an almost 10-second gap from 14th to 50th.
And there is Dean Demmer. You can see him coming out of turn 4, heading towards the line, crossing the line. He's closing in and closing in fast. That's the view
You know,
from the
AJ,
55.
I hope they have at least given thought to potentially needing to save here to not have to pit again. Because I don't believe the 7, and I don't believe somebody else. I think like the 19 or somebody like that. I don't believe those guys are going to have to pit again.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It'd be really interesting if it does come down to that. I think the only drivers that are really they're going to need to pit again within that top 10. Obviously, the 14 of Vern Hawkins. He last pit 26 laps ago, TJ. 26.
Yeah, Ben Morrow, he's got to be in a similar situation.
Adam Capps, 22. Morrow, 28 laps ago.
He's almost due to come in here in the next 5 or so.
Yeah, and at this point, you know, you come down pit road. If you can make it to lap 100, you know you're making it to the finish. For the drivers that we know that need to pit. Other than that, you're either running it dry or almost dry till you can come down pit road and just take that splash.
Right. I mean, I would think, AJ, if they're getting 30, if they're getting 35, 37, which is what we were told, you could almost come in now and make it. But it seemed like they went way further. I mean, when was the 7 last on pit road?
11 laps ago, so lap 80.
Right. I mean, that was from 37 green to lap 80. That's over 40 laps.
And Demmer with a 7+ second lead over Adam Caps.
It sounds trying to get on his onboard
Who are we talking about here?
with the 41. He is definitely not. It would not appear to me that he is full bore right now at all.
No, he is letting off very early, maybe quarter throttle mid, and not full throttle till he's about to straighten out the car coming out of the
I don't
turn.
even know if he's full throttle now. I mean, he's barely at 8,000.
I think that has to do with how much he's letting off.
Either way, he is in a fuel conserve mode. And with a 7 and change second lead in a fuel conserve
It's
mode, if
still
he can
growing.
conserve, if he can conserve to make it without having to pit here, I don't know how he gets caught.
So his last time by, as you see Nick Trader get by Drew Trader, last time by, Dean Demmer, a 33-132 to Nick Trader, 33-192, and then it just falls off of a cliff. You have Drew Trader at 33-309, Brandon Dunford a 33-344, and then a 33-810 for Adam Caps.
What's the 7 doing? Is he full out?
Let's see the 7. The 7 did a 33-147,
Oh, no.
so still slower, but
He's-
not much.
Right, he's saving as well. I'm trying to look at his he's actually cutting the motor off.
No kidding. I'm gonna jump on
He
board
is
with that
actually
7.
he is actually cutting the motor off into the turn, or at least clutching.
Gonna watch it enter in turn 1 to see if we can catch that motor going off, because that's ultimate fuel. There it goes.
Oh yeah. I knew when I jumped on board and I didn't hear anything. I said something's not right. Or, I said this car's way too quiet.
So I think at that point he's trying to make it to the finish.
I would think everybody in front of him is too. I mean, you have to, right? I mean,
I don't know if Adam Caps can make it.
Adam Caps, I don't think can. We've already seen the 14. He's sliding down through. The 13 is already pitted.
On pit road. There he is, 14 coming to pit road.
You say the 13's already made his way there.
Oh, Fair Elam. Oh boy.
Did he
Big
lose
issue
it?
Coming to pit road. Yes.
Oh no. Oh
There
yeah.
it is. Oh, didn't hit
No
anything, which is
yellow.
good. But that's gonna add so much time.
The right side of his car has been definitely pancaked once or twice, and the
Yeah.
rear end even had a little damage.
Eight and a half seconds and growing. Demmer over Trader. Gonna drop it back to the both traders because it looks like they're actually relatively close together.
AJ,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to prove to everybody that as much as that's my car leading, I am unbiased as I can be. I want chaos. I want a yellow.
Adam
Throw
Katz
all
on
these
pit road.
strategies. Throw all these strategies out the windows. Make everybody come get these tires. Give me a caution.
And I can see the nice gift Dean Demmer got for you at Target. Anybody understands the Ricky Bobby reference? Pat yourself on the back. But you got Nick Trader, Drew Trader, and Brandon Dunford all under a blanket. They were battling for about a lap or so, allowing Demmer to almost pull out to 9 seconds. We just hit lap 100, TJ.
Be real interesting, AJ, to see if these guys have to come pit.
Dean Qualley, pit road.
Who and when and how long. I mean, you got to figure, just doing some
Dean
rough
Demmer
math.
Pit Road. Dean Demmer Pit Road.
Dean Demmer Pit Road. Wow.
That must have been. I am not making it 100%.
Yeah, because it's obviously way early. Curious to see if it's just a splash.
But he's taking full tires, full fuel. The only thing I can say is he's gonna be a bleeping rocket ship.
Good exit, good entry. So yeah, that 41, he had the speed. We'll see what he can do here as he cycles out.
And he's gonna be
I figure he's gonna be around 10th. Yeah, there go the leaders right now by him.
That's gonna be his first big battle.
There is the 13 right in front of him. The interesting thing here, the 7 is right behind him. 7, I think, is gonna make it.
I think so as well.
I mean, he has to. Otherwise, what were the, I can't imagine how these guys were thinking and doing what they were doing. Oh, as the 13 gets a piece of the wall just in front of the 41, he is going to be in heavy traffic on fresh tires. The 25 looking to get to the pits this time by right in front of the leaders, or what will be the leaders when it cycles out.
Holy cow. How many cars did he just pass?
Oh, and I think the 30 is going to get into him. The 25 absolutely communicated he was pitting, but I think more than the 25 came.
Give it.
Or he just wasn't down.
On the high portion of the track.
I have no idea. Honestly, he should have waited a lap. He did. The 30 ran into him as he was trying to get down to the pit lane, but I mean, he was in the middle of the pack.
Both Traders Pit Road.
25 got a ton of damage on the driver's side.
Ouch. 19 of Dunford now coming to pit road. Joshua Valley, P1.
I mean, they called their pit entry, like you said, AJ, but they were not on the bottom. And I know you want to maximize your pit entry, but if you're in traffic, you either got to wait or give it up. They were the 25 was very unhappy.
Oh, well. Unfortunately, he was in the middle of the road. As Valley on the backstretch with a 6-second lead over Paul Irvin, Matt Cochran 15 seconds, and Jesse Adams looking at almost 17 seconds.
Now, I don't know how much more these guys got to save, but I can tell you this much. There is a driver 24 seconds behind the leader who is going to be flat out right now. Every lap. Picked up 2 seconds from what I can tell the last lap.
Is he still a lap down there?
Oh, God, no. Adam Capps is the first car on the lead lap. Ben Park is the first car lap down. Vern Hawkins is a lap down still.
Huh.
We know he's going to cycle through. Brandon Dunford, who just pits a lap down. Looks like about a second that time. A second a lap is not going to be enough.
No.
Going to need to get more. Not by much, though. I mean, he'd be close.
Now, what, 12 laps to go?
Well, he's on 106, so yeah, I would imagine the leaders are a little, well, no, they'd be on
108. I'm
so
sure
about 13, 14. Yeah, they think they just got on 108.
No, they just crossed for 109.
Or I was a little behind.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, I was just back probably from when I was watching the pit entry.
A 33
So, yeah.
for Joshua Valley, and coming out of turn 4 with a little bit of traffic.
He is no longer cutting it off. far as I can tell.
33.3 to a 32.2. That's not
Yeah,
gonna be
he's
enough.
He's no longer cutting the motor off. I think Dean Demmer can get back to third, but I don't think he's going to make it to the front two.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And it's going to be one hell of a gamble for Joshua Bally, Paul Irvin, Matt Cochran, and Jesse Adams. Right now, Irvin and Cochran 33 laps out of pit road.
And you know what, AJ? If we get a penalty marker out on the Speedway, all this goes up in smoke, and probably so does their chances, because they're going to be on old tires, they're going to probably have to pit, and they're going to be, at minimum, behind one of the fastest cars in the racetrack.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Are our top couples going to pit too with that?
I don't think they've got anything to pit for. I think they've already taken all their tires. Dean Demmer certainly has. Been on pit road 3 times and changed 3 tires. That's all they had.
So it looks like there's still a second difference between Bally and Demmer. But now we're going to have to start taking a look with Jesse Adams.
Oh, Demmer's there. He's got him in sight.
Already passed him. Never mind.
I was going to say, according to the ticker I'm looking at, he was on him.
It didn't populate yet for me.
And like I said, he should have no problem getting to the 4 car.
It looks like the lap times are starting to equal out. Just about a half a second separating Bally and Demmer that last lap.
Demmer with the 4 in sight. Probably going to have gone by him by the backstretch. He's certainly going to be on him here as they get into this turn. We know these two have had some run-ins before. Does the 4 make it difficult on him?
Another 10th off of Dean Demmer, starting to slow down.
Well, he is right up the back bumper of the 4 car. Nothing he can do right now, and he's actually got a car. It's Ryan Fry, his teammate on the bottom, almost in his way. He's clear of the 4, AJ. At minimum, he's going to get third.
37 laps out of pits for Paul Irvin, 34 for Joshua Bally.
Now, can you even run your commercials tonight, or are those even broken?
No, I can. The commercials are on my streaming software.
Well, that's good, because I don't think you've ran any tonight.
Just
Now
at the
you're going to probably
opening.
have to wait. We're probably going to have to wait here till between the interviews and the finale. Dare I say he might get to second?
That'd be close. That'd be really close. We're looking at the 7th still.
He can see him. He can see him, AJ.
116 on the board.
That 48 is way out of it. He's either out or he's saving so much. Demmer's going to be there within 2 laps. 48 at the line now. Demmer at the line now.
He looks like he is really safe. Look how long he's coasting for.
Oh, yeah. Demmer's going to be on him right here out of the turn. Looks like he's going to go out of the outside of the 48. No problem. Accelerates up by him. The question now, did the 7 save enough?
Well, if the 48 is having issues with a couple laps to go, I would assume in a couple laps, Bally's going to have an issue. But Bally was really in intense save mode.
Oh, yeah. He was cutting the car off, doing all the things that you would want to do to try to save max fuel here. I mean, he's going to have to, essentially shut the car off for almost a whole lap for it to really matter for Demmer to catch him. I mean, he's half a track ahead of him, essentially. See the 94 sneak by the 41, or at least that's what I'm looking at.
The Dwayne Kernahan for the no ticker or standings or laps. STK is broken, like broken. They are aware of the issue, and the timeline for it from 8 p.m. tonight was 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah,
So
they were waiting for people to get back to the office tomorrow.
We've been going blind, bare bones, and thanks to Mick, we have something that we can use to at least change cameras.
I do believe, AJ, the 7 has saved what he needs to save. Because he is just driving it like it's Miss Daisy here, down to 133 through the turn and accelerating back up off. Should take your...
Out of turn 4 and back to the line, we are here for the Fair Play Wrestle Fest final lap.
Smooth as he can be down here through 1 and 2. I'm sure he's got all the fuel he needs now. One more turn for this 7 car. Done it all right. Saved what he needed to save. Was arguably one of the best 3 cars here tonight. Certainly hit the strategy right. Did everything you could do right. Coming to the line. Your winner, Josh Ballet. And he cuts the motor off at the line.
I think he's trying to save some for a burnout.
I would.
Dean Demmer across the line in second. The 48, Paul Irvin. See if he's going to make it. Jesse Adams to his outside. Adams is going to finish third. Paul Irvin's going to drop back to fifth because Brandon Dunford passes him as well.
Wow. 48 reports he was 3/4 of a lap short the whole run.
Yeah, so once again, everybody, apologize for SDK not working tonight. They are aware of the issue, and unfortunately, we had to do it bare bones tonight. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we return, we're going to talk to our podium finishers.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, everybody, we are back. It is time for some interviews. See who we got looking for our P3 finisher of Jesse Adams. There he is. Let's pull him down here. TJ, take it away. P3 Jesse Adams.
Jesse, you get a copy?
I do. How's it going?
How close were you on fuel, pal?
I am a rookie when it comes to saving fuel. So I gotta thank my teammates. They I stink at math, so they helped me with my math. And so yeah, I crossed the line with 0.4, 0.3. I didn't even know I got third. I was going into pit road, and they said, "Hey, get on the front stretch. You finished third." I thought I got fourth. So.
Well, good job, man. I mean, we were watching and we weren't sure of the situation with the 48. We knew he was giving up a ton, and you got by him, and we get to talk to you for the first time this season. Hopefully not the last.
Yeah, I'm not the best with these Xfinity cars, so I've been learning. But I've been trying to prove to I can run up front, and either if I have a good car or just off strategy alone. So I think with a couple, second or third place stage finishes at the drafting tracks and then finishing third here definitely helps.
Well, you definitely earned this one tonight, and I don't think anybody can say anything to take it away from you. Any momentum you can take from this place and carry the rest of the season with.
I don't even know what the next race is, so I gotta look at the schedule. But I'll definitely take the momentum. And I came into tonight just thinking I'm just gonna go out and have fun. Kentucky's been lucky for me.
Watkins Glen,
Yeah, I'll see you guys the following week.
Nashville.
I'll be
At Nashville.
All right, sure, maybe then. Watkins Glen, who knows? Maybe I'll look into something. But yeah, I'll just try and keep it on the track and have fun with that. But I'm gonna go. But I just want to say thank you to Mama and Poppy for watching. They're my two biggest fans. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope I did you proud.
You did a heck of a job, and we love getting to talk with you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, that was the driver of the number 55. Let's talk to P2. TJ, take it away. It's Dean Demmer.
Dean, you get a copy.
I gotcha.
Man, when you had to pit, I'm like, oh no. I was hoping you were going to be a make it. How short were you before you pit?
I still had probably 10 or 15 laps, but we were on an alternate strategy there, so we thought we could just drive through everybody, and we did there a couple times, but it wasn't enough for the end.
Well, you got yourself a P2, a hard fought. You showed speed again, probably. I mean, I don't know how much those guys were saving and how much you were saving, but you had gotten yourself a pretty good lead there. Even before I think anybody was saving. And I mean, you're up here again at the front. No issues on pit road this week, I saw.
Yeah.
Any worries with the Glen coming up next week?
Other than that, I'm just absolutely atrocious. I don't have any worries. So we're
Well,
just gonna go there and see what we got.
If that's your one bad race of the year, then let's say, what do you think of Nashville the week after?
I like Nashville. I like these, like Kentucky, I would consider it a flatter track. So, flatter track where you have to really modulate your brake and gas and focus on where your steering wheel is. Seems to be the tracks I'm good at. So, yeah, definitely excited for Nashville. And we'll see if we can change our luck out there.
Well, you did not gain any points on the points leader, but you certainly should have picked up a few on Paul and Vern. Might even be enough to jump to third in the standings after tonight. We'll wait and see that later, but keep up the good runs, survive Watkins Glen, and I can't wait to see you at Nashville the week after. Hopefully get to talk to you since you seem to think you're not going to be top 3 at Watkins Glen, even though every time you tell me you're slow, you end up fast.
Well, I'm just gonna keep that same kind of vibe. But no, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. We just were gonna be short regardless, so I figured I just push that second run and get a gap and then see what we can do with it. Almost paid off.
Well, you have speed every week. We're on an oval. I'm sure we're going to get to keep talking to you. Hopefully, we get to talk to you as the P1 driver one of these nights. Somebody going to go tell that 7 to quit winning races.
Yeah, the thing is, though, it's the way the playoff format is. Josh could win every race and still not get the championship. Nothing
That is
against
very
him.
true.
He's a good driver, and I do like him. So, but that's just not how the format works. Format is based off consistency. So, as long as I'm consistently running top 3, top 5, I'll be all right for the playoffs.
Well, you've done well here tonight, and I'm sure you're going to do well continuing forward. Anything else you want to add before we send you back?
I just want to give a shout out to my team, Rocky Faith Motorsports, UTJ, and AJ up here in the booth. Ryan Frey Trucking, everything they do for the team and me. Carhartt, All Star 15 TV, all the boys back at the shop, and I have incredible teammates, and uh, Tyler Asamoah for running the strategy there. It would have paid off if Josh wasn't in the field. So shout out to him, and yeah, shout out to my whole team there.
Well, we appreciate the kind words, and I know we're going to get to talk to you more. AJ, you got anything for him before we send him back?
Yeah, dude, great race. Was really hoping that was gonna work at the end, but you know, it seems like as much as you say you're gonna have a really bad night, you end up having a good night. So keep saying it, and you keep making it entertaining for us to call up in the booth.
I was excited for tonight. I really like Kentucky, and like I said, the high horsepower, low downforce stuff where you really have to drive the car. I really like that type of style. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep rolling.
All right, Dean. Well, we'll see you next week at Watkins Glen.
All right, thank you guys. See ya.
All right, TJ. Here's our P3 driver. Take P3 P1 driver. Take it away.
Josh, you got a copy?
I do.
Were you ever nervous you weren't going to have enough?
Fuel? No.
Yeah.
No, I was pretty good on fuel the whole time.
We jumped on board and we saw you cutting the motor off, and I think you were the only driver we saw doing that, and it worked. I mean, splendidly, I'd say for you, but I mean, you had a huge lead there at the end. What were you getting for fuel? Like how many laps were you able to go?
Well, if you saved the whole time, you could probably go like 42 laps. But 10 to go, I had enough full fuel, so I started to push that whole time to make sure the gap stayed decent.
Well, everybody behind you either ran out or had to pit, or some combination of it, and the strategy was just perfect for you. And I'm starting to lose count here. How many of those win stickers? I think this makes 3 on the side of that car.
Yep, that makes 3, and probably next week at Watkins Glen, not to be a little too cocky, but that's probably 4.
Oh boy, I like it. Well, that actually makes me wonder, and I'm gonna have to go talk to Ryan Fry, but AJ, that's 2 in a row for him?
It is.
We do have this thing that we have been putting on about winning 3 in a row. There's a challenge involved with some money on the line. Nobody has ever been able to win 3 in a row, period. But there's even a little more money on the line if you want to try to win 3 in a row and start dead last. We will get the details over to you this week and see. But if you think you can do it, you might be able to win yourself some money, sir.
Yee, that's glad to hear. It's a little cheap winning on fuel mileage because I think Dean was a little bit quicker. You saw in the first stage. I was starting to catch him at the very end, but when you start to catch, when you only have like 3 laps left, like it didn't really matter. So he was probably quicker, but
They
good to
don't
get another win.
They don't ask how you got it. They just ask how many you got.
All they ask is who's the quickest to 120, not 121.
Exactly, and that was you, my friend. You mentioned going to Watkins Glen, but tonight, what was the key part of your race? Because we saw you cutting the engine, we saw you being very conservative on that second to last run and the final run. Whoever taught you that, can I get their number? But what do you attribute that to? Because you've won from being fast, and now you've won from fuel mileage. Where does this come from, Josh? Because this is the first year we've seen you in the EFRL, and you are taking it by storm.
This is a combination of everything. I try to learn from watching streams, have a bunch of quick friends like Kazi, who's in Joseph Kazi, who's a guy who's in round 2 of Road to Pro right now, and a whole bunch of stuff. So I just take all the lessons I can from everyone and try to apply it as best I can.
Yeah, man, and I can't wait to see what you do at Watkins Glen. Be cocky, because you've just won 2 in a row, and we will see you there, my friend. But before we let you go, any sponsors you want to plug before we let you go celebrate a P1 victory at Kentucky Speedway?
Not just me.
Just you. Love that. Love that. Usually if I end up getting interviewed, it's my credit cards and everything for allowing me to do this. But I like Josh's too. But dude, congratulations on the win, my friend, and we'll see you in New York.
Thank you.
All right, TJ. Take her home, my friend.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little mad. We didn't see a whole lot of chaos. I don't mind it in the
one caution.
aspect that I get to go play Madden because it is working now. I get to go play Madden, but man, I would have liked a little more chaos. Other than that, these guys put on a phenomenal race. I mean, I didn't check the time. That had to have been what, AJ?
Right now, the stream, we're just talking from the minute I hit that live button to right now, it's an hour 41.
That is crazy to do 120 laps, an hour 41 plus qualifying at a little bit of qualifying anyway at Kentucky. I guess I got to get me a bucket of chicken and call it an evening.
Yeah, just wipe your hands before you touch your controller, dude. Greasy controllers are gross.
You can clean them.
All right,
your
everybody.
hands and your controller.
Thank you for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. I'm Agent Cole and TJ Barnier. And with that, thanks again for dealing with us during the technical difficulties, but we'll see you next week at Watkins Glen.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.